Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos. I'm going to start this project off with these two signs that I got at Dollar Tree. I am going to take a razor blade and get all of that white lettering off. So I'm just going to do that on both of them, making sure that I get all of it. And then I'm going to use my little ladybug vacuum to suck up all the little pieces of paint. And I just got the rest of it all off with that. And then I am going to spray them down with some Windex and then start wiping them down with paper towels. And I washed both sides. And if there was any residue left, I just used the razor blade to scrape off the rest. Once they were all clean and ready, I am going to take this scrapbook paper and I cut it to the size and I'm going to put it on the back side of one of the signs. So I'm just going to put a coat of Mod Podge here. So this is going to be the inside. I'm just going to put a nice thin coat, making sure that it's all even so that my paper doesn't bubble or anything. And then I'm going to lay my scrapbook paper and then just smooth it out with my hands. Making sure I get all of those edges and in the center. Once I have that all on and smoothed out, I'm going to take these fairy lights, and these are just wired ones, and I'm going to start gluing them around the top half of the sign, and I'm going to go all the way around, and my cord was long enough that I could go around 2 times. So I'm just going to hold that in place while I glue it, and then glue to my next spot, hold that in place. I'm not going to make you watch all of it because it's a really tedious process gluing these in, and I had to wait for the glue to dry, and you don't want to sit and watch that. So I'm just going to keep gluing all the way around. And like I said, I went around 2 times with this. And I want this to come out at the bottom of my sign. So make sure you measure your lights and you figure out where you want them so that the end comes out at the bottom where the battery pack is. So again, I'm just going all the way around, gluing, and then just holding. And I did this for the whole thing twice. Once I have all the lights glued in, and I got my little battery pack coming out the bottom, I'm just going to put a dab of glue on that and then glue it to the back. And that way there you can turn it on and off. Next, I'm going to take some Mod Podge and I'm going to go around all of the edges right over the twinkle lights and then sprinkle some faux snow in here. And I'm going to do this around the whole entire thing. And just dabbing that Mod Podge in. Right over everything, the wires and everything. This is what I'm trying to cover up, is that you can't see the wires and that just the light will come through. So again, just sprinkling that snow in there and then dumping out the excess. And I did that all the way around. So here it is all finished. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other one on the inside. I'm just going to put some more Mod Podge there. I'm using up the snow that was already on my table. And again, just more Mod Podge. Adding some of that faux snow, and then just dumping out the excess and then letting that all dry. And I'm going to do that all the way around on this one as well. Once I have the snow all on both of them, I'm going to take some of that faux snow and just dump it in there because that's going to be the snow at the bottom. And then I am going to glue all the way around the whole bottom frame. I'm just going to run a good bead of glue all the way around. And then I'm going to lay my other sign on top of it and glue them together. Just making sure that they're even and where they need to be. And we're making like a little shadow box. Next, I'm going to take these window clings from Dollar Tree. These are these little houses. And I'm going to put those right at the bottom. And just smooth them out with my hands. Making sure that they have no bubbles. And then once I have those on, I'm going to take some of the snowflakes off of here too, and I'm going to add those to the top. So I'm just going to kind of add those all around. You can use any window clings that you have. You don't have to get these ones from Dollar Tree if they don't have them again this year. And look how cute this is turning out. So again, just smoothing out those air bubbles. And then I am going to add some greenery to the top. You don't have to do this part. You can do whatever you want at the top, but I just cut 2 pieces of greenery that I got at Walmart. And I'm just going to add some hot glue to the top and place both of those down. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Just kind of holding them in place until they set. And then I made this sort of messy bow. I'm going to add that right to the center. And I realized that I couldn't see the pine cones, so I pulled out the greenery a little bit more. I wanted to see the pine cones on the greenery. So once I had that bow held on there, I'm just going to kind of tug that greenery out a little bit and make sure that you can see all the parts of it. And once that was all set, I'm going to take one of the pine cones off of the greenery pick that I had, and I'm going to add that right to the center of the bow. And then I did end up adding a little bit more greenery in front and back of the bow. And I think this turned out so super cute. I absolutely love it. And the lights are perfect. I love that it's for winter and not just Christmas. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you to make one. And as always, don't forget to spread the chaos.